Boom, boom. This is Kimberly. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Soul Land Reloaded on today, so let's go ahead and take a look what we got. So inside of the actual tabs, we got just the standard red packet drop and the weekly that you can pay for here to get the rare rewards. So keep an eye on that. Daily events. Run a little bit slow today. Nothing new. Okay. Time limited events. Oh, Devil Whales are up as always on Fridays. So time limited events. We do have an immortal hidden weapon event up, so you can get some hidden weapon shards in here. But do have some they do have some pretty good stuff in here. As always, you're able to get your hands on some of the SP version and SP versions from a second set. Okay, so you can get up to 40 shards right here for any one of the 4 hidden weapons that are out there inside the chest. So it's always good to participate in these. We also got the actual chest event, which you can open up. Really not too fond about the rewards on this at the high end for opening up 40 of these. You only get 20 shards, and it's only for the first 3. I've got these maxed out, so that's really not useful to me. So I really wish that they would change this to a max chest, which would be 6 times chest, so that we can get everything. Would be nice, but they still haven't changed that or updated that yet. So we'll keep looking for that. As for everything else, there's really no singularity events going on at this particular time, except for that hidden weapon event. Should be seeing a couple events coming out. The lunar event should be coming out as well. Plus, we're going to be introducing a new characters pretty soon. We're going to be going to the SSPs here pretty soon, so that's going to be interesting as well. So I'm looking for some type of possible update to the system. Okay, but for right now, they're pretty much keeping everything pretty much solid. There really hasn't been much in the way of any type of major changes to the system as of yet. We're probably going to see some type of minute changes. I don't think it. I think when they did the update for the SSS to the SP, I think that was when the big update occurred. So I don't think we're going to see much of a change in terms of quality of life or whole screen, whole game changing. I think they're going to keep the format just like this. We're probably just going to see the introduction of the new characters, because as you see, they didn't really need to do any updates from the SS to the SS Plus. And from the SS Plus to the Triple, they did really not need to do much of an update for that. They just introduced a new character and went right into it. So they've got the format, but they've got the divine pools and stuff like that. So I think that's going to be the same thing that they're going to be using for the double SPs. Would be my assumption. So there shouldn't be much in the way of changes on a large scale. So but we'll have to wait and see. That's going to be a few weeks away. Just keep an eye out, see what happens. So other than that, it's been going pretty good. I've got them up to 308. This is a combination of just playing games, updating things. We had the really big event, the continent event that they just had that closed up. I was able to get my hands on quite a large sum of shards for the double S, the triple S extended bone, but also managed to snatch up some immortal herbs. And I also managed to get some soul rings. So I've got a bunch of soul rings here, just waiting for Bibi Dong whenever she comes out. I'll be able to apply those to her, along with some of the others that I've got just that need to be fused. As you can see, got quite a bit here that have not been equipped as of yet. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using those to max out Bibi Dong's skills. Okay, since she is the most powerful in the game character in the game right now, we might as well just put everything on her. So I'm going to max her out. Okay, then I'm going to, second power will go to Wu. Okay, third will go to Tang San, which of course the SP version of Tang San. And then of course the fourth will still be Hu from the SSS. And then we'll start looking into the, I'll put on the second team, okay, and just move out. Now, and then we're going to start looking at the SSPs, the SSP, I'm sorry, and see what we want to use, what we're going to get. I'm hearing that the first one's supposed to be Yin, that a healer. Plus, we'll see. I haven't been able to get an update on the SSP yet. as to which ones are good. And we're going to have to analyze the base, of course. Just being a base SSP is going to mean it should be technically more powerful than a base SP. So we should be able to start moving them in. We'll have to wait and see exactly how they go about it. So I'm 8 shards short of getting Bibi Dong. Probably the next event that we're going to have, I'll do the draws at that particular time. Okay, and start moving on with her from then. And get the remaining 8 shards, build her. I've got enough to max her out to 5 sun. Put the actual... I've got this maxed out. So I'm going to be able to start working on a second set of soul bones. These are maxed. Okay, finally got them upgraded, maxed out. Okay, so they're ready to go. So this is a fully maxed out set. Okay, the soul absorption is what we're of course working on now. I've got the attack on both sides maxed out. I'm working on the hit points. After the hit points, I'm going to go straight to death, then do magic death. And this uses soul bones for the actual increase of these. Okay, but the main thing that you want to focus on is the upgrade here. Okay, once you've got them upgraded, you can then start focusing on new sets. It only takes 20, I think it's 25 to make a set. So I'll be starting to make the second set and starting to look on that too. And I was able to max those out from the event, the previous event that had the excellent gold cone shop in there. You can get like 200 of those, so I went ahead and snatched up 200. Enabled me to complete the sets because I got the previous 200 from the other ones before. So was able to max that out and still have some left over. I have 247 left over, which is enough to make another set and put a dent into the upgrading of those. So that set will be used as well. And then I'm going to start SP. I'm going to start upgrading the sets with the SP. Okay, so the next focus is going to be on the SP Soul Bones pieces, so I can start upgrading each of those pieces. That's going to take a little bit of time because there's 4 pieces. The shard upgrades is not that bad, but still it's going to take a while to get that actually done, and it's going to take a lot of shards. So that's the next thing we're going to focus on. Okay, so that's what we got planned. But for right now, we're just focusing on playing the game. They still have not made a decision on our sect. We're still sort of on hold. There's a lot of positioning going right now. It looks like a new sect was created. And people started moving over to the new sect. So it's really I think I can't remember. I think the sect is called fire definition. What is it called? So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. So it's a little bit difficult to make the determination as to which way we're going to go and where we'll end up. We'll end up in one of them. It's Divine Flame is the new sect. So as you remember, we had Fairy Tale and Fire Whale, and they're gone. So they're sort of converging and combining. So we're just waiting to see where it all tips out before we finally end up. We're in talks with several different sects right now, so I'm not exactly sure which way we're going to go in that regard. So so that's what happen when you have these server merges, especially when you're merging with a server that's a lot newer than we were and had a lot more older, more established sects on it. So it's going to be a chance to see an increase in that. So we're just waiting for that to pan out right now and just make a determination as to where we go. It'll be interesting to figure out, but that's where we're at this particular point. So like I say, I'll have an update whenever they have some new events. It'll be another few days before we see some new events, but as soon as they do post a new event, I'll let you know. But we're into the new year now, so there's probably going to be some new stuff. But there might be a little bit of a dead time while they get ready for the SSP characters. So I'm not exactly sure what they're going to go at that particular point, but we'll have to wait and see. But I did want to do a quick update just to let you know that things were still moving and that there's really nothing going on in a big way. But we should be seeing a couple large events as well as the new character level, so to speak. So we'll have to see how that shakes things up. All right, so that's all I've got. So remember to subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. The only thing that does is let you know that you will be getting an email every time I drop a video. This is Ken Rear, still coming at you from the corner, signing out.